Welcome to the DCTV News at Noon program. I'm Kendra Cook. Dolores County Broadcasting Network is the producer of DCTV with support from the Southwest TV Translator Association. If you have a news topic or event that you would like to see covered, give us a call. The studio number is 970-677-4119. Today's show runs Wednesday at noon and is uploaded to our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page to watch on demand. Today is September 5th, 2018. And now the news at noon. Reported in the Journal, photo credit Jim Imiaga. The Aspen lumber mill in Mancos is being reborn after a massive fire destroyed it in 2017. After months of negotiations, David Sitton purchased the 35-acre mill site from former operators Western Excelsior Corporation on August 10th. Sitton also owns Aspen Wallwood of Dolores. The new business, named Aspen Wood Products, will continue producing a shredded aspen known as Excelsior, Sitton said. The mill will employ 17 people full-time. Now that it's real, we're really excited and are striving towards startup in October, he said. I'll breathe some relief when the first semi-load of baled Excelsior leaves the plant. Crews have scraped the land clean, machinists are restoring milling equipment saved from the fire, and a warehouse spared from the fire is being expanded to become the new 9,000-square-foot mill. It will be rebuilt on a smaller scale than the original Western Excelsior plant and will not produce the array of specialized erosion control mats and wattle tubes that provided more than 100 jobs before the fire. Much of the expensive equipment needed for those products was destroyed in the fire. The former mill's aspen log inventory, industrial log peeler, truck scale, and loader crane were also spared. Sitton said there are about 1,000 semi-trailer loads of peeled aspen logs ready to be made into Excelsior. Aspen Excelsior is in demand for decorative uses, packing material, cooler pads, and acoustical boards. Other aspen products that will be produced by Aspen Wood Company include aspen bark for landscaping and sawdust sold as a supplement for livestock feed. For Phase 2, Sitton plans to expand operations to make aspen wood pellets for stoves. A sawdust mixer is part of the mill, and his Dolores mill site has abundant stored sawdust to turn into pellets. The previous Western Excelsior mill caused air quality issues for nearby neighbors. Sitton said his smaller operation will have significant less impact and there will be dust collection systems. Some employees of the former mill are expected to be hired for their experience and to help train new staff. Sitton's Aspen Wallwood plant produces paneling for homes and businesses. It also creates blue stain paneling from beetle-killed ponderosa pine. He said he will expand his aspen logging operations to accommodate the restarted Excelsior business in Mancos. The additional logging is expected to provide 10 to 12 timber and trucking jobs. Quote, "We have a nice niche with the paneling. Now with Excelsior, we have two nice niches." He said logging is seeing an uptick in the area, and that's good for forest health and the economy. The San Juan National Forest has been providing needed timber sales for his operations, he said, and the additional Mancos Mill property will alleviate the limited storage space at his Dolores Mill. From the Journal, photo credit Jim Imiagi. The Dolores Ranger District of the San Juan National Forest has released a final record of decision for trail use in the Rico West Dolores area. The travel management decision comes years after analysis and public input has been documented into a final environmental impact statement. The plan covers trails on a 244,000-acre section of national forest stretching from the West Fork River to Lizard Head Pass. Quote, "I believe this decision provides an array of opportunities for public access to the forest and protects the long-term health and productivity of the land," said Dolores Park Ranger District Derek Padilla. Single-track motorized trail opportunities were reduced but continue on many trails, and motorcycle use was added to one trail and some connectors. Overall, 30 miles of single-track trail were changed to non-motorized use from motorized. According to the decision, 84 miles of motorized trail riding will continue, including the Calico National Recreation Trail. Also, 5 miles of forest road were converted to trail, and 19 miles of trails are designated for 62-inch wide ATVs and UTVs to connect with forest roads. The current forest road system for Rico West Dolores in 205 miles open to public use. It has a reduction of 13 miles, with some of those miles changed to motorized trails. Trails that change from motorized to non-motorized are Burnett Creek, Horse Creek, East Fall Creek, Winter, Ryman, a portion of West Fall Creek Trail from Winter intersection to Forest Road 4071, and a portion of Bear Creek Trail from the Colorado Highway 145 trailhead to the intersection with Gold Run Trail. All of Wildcat Trail will be non-motorized. Trails that changed from non-motorized to motorized are Loading Pen and Hillside Connector, as well as a new trail to be developed in the Spring Creek area pending additional environmental review. Trails that continue their motorized designation are East Fork, Gold Run, Grindstone, West Fall Creek, Calico North and Calico South, Eagle Peak, Johnny Bull, Priest Gulch, Stoner Mesa, East Twin Springs, West Twin Springs, the section of Bear Creek from Gold Run to Grindstone, and Rough Canyon. Also, a portion of Forest Road 578B in the Bolam Pass area will convert from a road to a motorized single-track trail connecting to the East Fork Trail. The decision implements new seasonal restrictions for motorized use on trails to accommodate hunters and reduce impacts to big game wildlife and their young in winter and spring. For motorized trails, use will be allowed from June 1st to October 31st and prohibited from November 1st to May 31st. Seasonal restrictions for Black Mesa OHV trails are longer, with motorized use prohibited from September 8th to May 31st. All the new changes to the Rico West Dolores Trail Use Plan will begin October 1st. Use of new trails must not occur until the new trail is constructed, signed, and the Dolores District issues a public service announcement regarding the availability of the new trail. Temporary closures on the Calico Trail and the Burro 416 Fire Area trails will continue until further notice. For more information, visit the San Juan National Forest website project page for Rico West online at fs.usda.gov. Reported in the Journal, AP Gallup Independent, photo credit Brandon N. Sanchez. A man traveling to California with his pregnant longtime girlfriend said it seemed like the world was ending after a semi-truck smashed into their commercial passenger bus on a New Mexico highway. Joseph Chandler told Albuquerque television station KOB-TV that he picked up his girlfriend, Christy Westerdale, who was 7 months pregnant with twins, and carried her off the Greyhound bus after the crash that killed 8 people last Thursday. Westerdale had to deliver the couple's twins prematurely because of injuries she suffered in the crash. The newborns were listed in critical condition as of Tuesday at University of New Mexico Hospital in Albuquerque. Chandler told Albuquerque television station KRQE that it will be a tough road ahead, but he's thankful his family is alive. They're awesome, they're beautiful babies, they're doing so good, he said. Everybody is complimenting on how they're just perfect babies for 29 weeks. Westerdale said she didn't remember anything, only waking up in the ambulance and thinking about her babies. I was just praying, hoping they were okay. Westerdale broke bones and had numerous cuts. Her 4-year-old daughter suffered minor injuries, and Chandler had severe internal bruising. Besides the twins, several people remained hospitalized Tuesday after authorities said the semi-trailer lost control when the tread on its front left tire separated and crashed head-on into the bus. The crash killed 8 people, including the bus driver, and about 24 passengers were injured. 5 adults were still being treated in Albuquerque, and another one was in good condition at a hospital in Gallup, New Mexico. State police and federal authorities are investigating the crash, testing evidence collected from the wreckage, and going through safety and other records. And now, let's take a look at the weather. The big national weather news is, of course, that Tropical Storm Gordon didn't become a hurricane and made landfall last night on the Mississippi coast and quickly weakened as it moved farther inland. Gordon is expected to weaken further while moving slowly towards the northwest. Heavy rain will become the main threat associated with Gordon across the mid-Mississippi Valley into the Midwest, where it has already been impacted by heavy rain over the past few days. Much of the rest of the country remains under thunderstorms and rains, with a heavy band of rain presenting potential flooding from Texas up across the Central Plains to western Illinois. The regional hazardous warning states a slight uptick in the coverage of showers and thunderstorms today as a disturbance tracks through eastern Utah and western Colorado. Storms will develop by mid-morning and continue through late evening. The higher terrain of west central and southwest Colorado will once again be favored for activity. Frequent lightning and occasional gusty winds will be the primary threats with storms, as well as brief heavy rain. There's a chance for afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms through the end of the week, mainly over the mountains. Drier air looks to return to the region for the weekend as high pressure builds to the west, though a few isolated storms will be possible over the mountains each day. So that's pretty much our local forecast as well. The DCTV 5-day outlook shows today scattered showers and thunderstorms mainly between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. Partly sunny with a high near 75. South-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon, and the chance of precipitation is 30%. Tonight, isolated showers and thunderstorms before 9 p.m. Partly cloudy with a low around 51. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming east-southeast after midnight, and the chance of precipitation is 20%. And Thursday, isolated showers and then scattered showers and thunderstorms after 9 a.m. Partly sunny with a high near 76. East-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. Chance of precipitation rises to 40%. Thursday night, isolated showers and thunderstorms before midnight. Partly cloudy with a low around 52. Northwest winds around 5 miles an hour, becoming east after midnight. Chance of precipitation is 20%. Friday, mostly sunny with a high near 79. East winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming north-northwest in the morning. Friday night, mostly clear with a low around 53. Saturday, sunny with a high near 81. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 53. Sunday, sunny with a high near 82. Sunday night, partly cloudy with a low around 54. And into next week, Monday, sunny again with a high near 83. Monday night, mostly clear with a low around 54. And we sure do love the rain and cooler temperatures. We'll be getting into fall colors in no time. If you have a photo you'd like to send in to be part of the show, to share what your fall is looking like, email me at dcbnnews@gmail.com. As hunting season is well underway, here's a photo of a nice buck not up in the pines, just outside my window this morning, nibbling at my apple tree. We'll put your photo on the weather segment and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. Reported in the Durango Herald, Albuquerque Journal via AP, photo Eddie Moore, AP Pool. 5 former residents of a ramshackle New Mexico desert compound where a 3-year-old boy's body was found last month made their initial appearance in federal court on Tuesday on firearms-related charges amid accusations by prosecutors that a group member had been training children and others in military tactics. The brief hearing focused on allegations against Janie LeVay, who authorities say is Haitian and came to the United States in 1998. She is accused of illegally possessing firearms and ammunition, charges filed in connection with what authorities said was her unlawful immigration status. The 4 others accused of assisting her include her partner, Siraj Ibn Wahaj, Lucas Morton, Morton's wife, Subahana Wahaj, and her sister, Hujra Wahaj. None of the 5 entered pleas. All said they had seen the federal complaints against them. A judge scheduled a detention hearing Wednesday. Public defenders also are expected to be appointed for all 5. In court documents released Friday, a child who had lived at the compound told the FBI that he and Surah Ibn Wahaj had been training with weapons at the site where authorities say 11 children were found living in filth. Quote, he wanted to get an army together and train them to conduct what he called jihad, the criminal complaint said, citing the boy's FBI interview. The boy said he understood the term jihad meant to kill people, authorities said. Another child said he and the other boy had received training from Wahaj, including how to use firearms and clear buildings, according to documents of the court. He also told authorities he watched LeVay and Wahaj hold a religious ritual over 3-year-old Abdul Ghani Wahaj when his heart stopped. LeVay wrote in a journal that the boy died December 24th, according to court documents. The boy's mother, who lives in Georgia and had reported him missing, had told authorities he suffered from serious medical problems. An FBI agent reiterated accusations drawn from accounts by children that LeVay expected Abdul Ghani to be resurrected as Jesus and provide instruction to, quote, get rid of corrupt institutions that involve teachers, law enforcement, and banks. In court filings, the FBI said firearms were transported in a vehicle registered to LeVay during a portion of their journey from Georgia to New Mexico in late 2017, and guns were later stored under LeVay's bed. Taos-based District Attorney Donald Gallegos dropped initial charges of child abuse resulting in death against LeVay and Siraj Ibn Wahaj last week, saying he was seeking more time to assemble and analyze evidence and that he intended to seek grand jury indictments. Days earlier, state judges dismissed child neglect charges against the 5 adults, noting that the local district attorney's office missed crucial deadlines to present initial evidence of a crime. Reported by the Durango Herald, photos Jerry McBride. Millions of pounds of produce are ripening on the trees in Montezuma County and La Plata County and Dolores County this fall, and the Good Food Collective wants to make sure the nutritious harvest is delivered to those who need it. The collective is in its first year, and it's focused on reducing food waste, eliminating fruit that will attract bears, bolstering the local food economy, and providing fresh food to residents in need, said Rachel Landis, director of the collective. The efforts are focused on answering the question, how do we capture the extra food that is literally falling off the trees and turn it into an amazing resource for our community, she said. This fall, the collective wants to harvest as much food as possible from farms and gardens. Landis said apples in particular are bountiful this year. And Landis crews recently harvested 850 pounds of apples from 2 fruit trees. So far, the collective has gathered 9,880 pounds of produce, and about 3/4 of it has gone to nonprofits, including Pine River Shares, Mancus Food Share, and Mana's Wednesday night markets for those in need. The collective has 5 full-time staff members, and it's hiring 12 part-time staff members from Fort Lewis College. They also regularly hold community events for volunteers to help glean food as well. Two websites connect growers with harvesters. FruitGlean.org allows anyone to list a tree in need of harvesting, and people can call fruit tree owners to ask to harvest it. Durangans who wish to harvest excess from their garden regularly donate it, and they list themselves on freshfoodconnect.org. A staff member picks up excess produce every Wednesday on an electric tricycle and delivers it to the Manna Market. Gleaned food that is not fit for human consumption is either given to local animal producers or composted. The collective is funded by a 3-year, $355,000 U.S. Department of Agriculture grant that pays for the director, community outreach, and space in the Durango High School Receiving Center. The group expects to continue the efforts once the grant runs out. Some new endeavors may generate revenue, and others may need to be supported by donations. And now for the Dolores County Sheriff's Roundup for the week of August 27th through the September 2nd. A fire was reported in the East Pines. The Dove Creek Fire Department and an officer responded. BLM was notified and the fire was extinguished. A fire was reported at the end of Squaw Point. The Dove Creek Fire Department and an officer responded and the fire was extinguished. A fire was also reported near County Road 12 and County Road 9.9. The Dove Creek Fire Department responded and extinguished the fire. There were several reports of smoke that actually turned out to be dust devils. And there was a motorcycle versus motorcycle accident on Highway 145. There were no injuries, and an officer responded. The Colorado State Patrol was also notified. And that concludes today's roundup. Stay tuned for continued roundup throughout the week. And today's High Canyon Country happenings. Friday, September 7th, it's Neptune at Opposition. No, that's not a band, it's a star party at the Canyon Country Discovery Center from 8:30 to 10 p.m. That's North Monticello. Join them for a unique experience exploring the night sky. CCDC staff will be manning their 14-inch telescope, leading activities and facilitating the discussions. The party will move indoors if there is inclement weather. It's free for everyone. On Sunday, September 9th, Friends of Cedar Mesa are hosting a free public interpretive walk focused on rock art. Meet them at the Sand Island Boat Launch in Bluff, Utah. It runs from 8 a.m. to 9:30. Sunday, September 9th, starting at 2 p.m. to 4 p.m., head on over to Rico to listen to Hurricane Jake's one-man band at the beer garden of the Enterprise Bar and Grill. It'll be a rocking good time. Maybe even some of the foliage will be changing by then. And all of the happenings are posted on our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page, along with our YouTube channel and on-demand replays. For weather, notices, original stories, and local posts, or to share your event or information, contact us. It's dcpnnews@gmail.com or call the station 970-677-4119. Thanks for tuning in. News at Noon airs at noon Monday through Thursday and then is available on demand online on our YouTube channel and our DCTV News at Noon Facebook page. Please like us there and share it with a friend. And this has been a production of DCTV for the News at Noon program out of Dove Creek, USA. I'm Kendra Cook. Thank you for watching.